And we are going. I want to apologize to the listeners right now. I am going through some mic failure, so we're using a third-party thing to record my audio. So my audio sounds a little bobbish today. It's because
that's so interesting because just the last episode you were talking about my audio and how bad it was. That is so interesting.
I mean, again, if you look at the comments for past videos, you are the crunchy audio queen. I'm just saying it's for the really 19th time.
Well, who's recording on their MacBook microphone today?
Well,
that's
honestly,
just so weird.
You're recording on your Yeti will not stop you from having crunchy audio. You will find a way.
Well, also doesn't make sense. I also want to point out that you and I, first of all, let's just make this clear to the listeners, to anyone who's lent us their ears on this gay ass day, on this homosexual day. Monet and I are recording on the exact same mic, and Monet is recording on one that I purchased for her while she over there talking smack.
No one said you didn't. No one is discounting that you purchased this mic from me. I'm just saying that you having a Yeti has not stopped you from having crunchy audio.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
Entire tenure of this podcast.
I can't hear you through your crunchy MacBook Pro microphone. By the way, Monet's laptop still has a MacBook. Monet's Monet, don't brag about the shitty microphone. Monet's recording through a MacBook that still has a CD drive in it. Just so we're all,
that is literally not true. You're literally making something up.
Monet has a floppy disk drive.
My name is Monet, not Monet. You're not British, so stop. You never. You never be British.
Oh, so you let Rasha call you Juana, but I can't call you Monet.
Yeah, correct.
Muy interesante. Why are you dressed up?
Sometimes you speak Spanish like a white person. I don't like when you do that. You should give Spanish the respect it deserves.
Nigga, give these nuts the respect they deserve. Since we respect and shit
around here. Not talking about some muy interesante. Ew.
I did not. I said muy interesante. I did not say muy interesante. I said muy interesante. Why you talking?
Bitch, muy extraterrestrial. What's up? What you going through? What's up? What's good?
Why you bumping your gun? Tell it. Why are you in drag? To everyone who's watching on YouTube.
I'm in drag because I had to do some promo for Death Drop, which is currently at the Garrick Theatre in London, and I am starring as Summer Rains.
Wait, Mitch, were you there for the episode that we did, the crossover episode? Because we were doing the crossover episode, and at the very end they said, "Does anyone have anything to promote?" And Monet said, "No. Literally nothing." And I was like, well, I guess I'll promote Death Drop with Courtney Act and Monet Exchange on the West. Monet, do you have a publicist?
Yeah, there have been times when Bob, you act like you and I have done stuff together, and I'm like, oh my god, but Bob is doing this thing. Don't act like I have never promoted stuff for you when you've forgotten for yourself as well.
I remember to promote my stuff.
That is not, Bob. We have been in a situation when you have not before.
Name one. I'll wait.
When you were when We're Here was on, and you and I were on the Best Friends podcast with Sashir and Nicole Byer, and they asked us at the end. You said Sibling Rivalry, and I was like, also We're Here, which is currently on HBO Max.
Well, maybe I'll give you that, but I also want to gag that still. You were literally like, no, literally nothing. I have nothing to promote. I'm just in London hanging out with some friends, eating pasties, eating sausage, eating bangers and mash. I
love sausage rolls. Sausage rolls are so good. And the ones at Pret have like that flaky.
Can you describe what a sausage roll is? Because I don't think that I'm thinking of the same thing you're thinking of. Like, what is a sausage roll?
A sausage roll is like a flaky breaded thing with a big old sausage in it. The sausage is not like a hot dog length. Like is it like a pig in a blanket? It's not. It's not a pig in a blanket. It's different. I'll take a picture and I'll show you. Sausage rolls are my new shit. I fucking love a sausage roll.
What is this? Who did this hair?
Patty did it. Well, it's like done now. I've been in drag for like 6 hours. This is human hair. Human hair does not have a long shelf life. But when Patty first did it,
oh my god, we know you were human hair. Oh my god, I can't. Monet and her human hair. We're human.
Oh yeah. Sibling Rivalry. Here we go, Bob. Another thing Bob hates. He hates iPhones. He hates human. Jesus.
Monet won't stop. I wear human hair. Ooh, my hair is.
I am not even that girl that I wear. I still have a lot of synthetic wigs too. What are you even talking about?
Name one synthetic wig. Name one synthetic wig.
What do you mean name one?
Name one, Monet. Since you got so many synthetic wigs, literally name one. Because I can name mine. There's Jessica, Darylina, and Umandra.
You are just, girl, this is, I never realized how many things Bob hates. This is just, it's getting hard to keep track of the amount of things Bob hates. God. How are you doing? How's LA doing?
LA's fine. I'm having a hard time finding places in this apartment to film in because, I mean, it is, there are three of us living in this apartment right now, and it is not huge. And, I'm trying to also make way for my roommate to also use the home as well. So today I'm in my bedroom. Like, have you seen that? It's like this interesting clip online. It is this person being like, I just want people to see a window into my life. And you can see like the camera angle, and then there's just stuff piled up. So behind them, it looks really neat, but then what you can't see right out of camera frame is just like clothes and that's what I'm doing right now, girl. Like I'm surrounded by things.
Do you remember? Have you seen that viral video of that guy, that kid Lucas Gage? He's auditioning for the show, and he's auditioning for a role, and like the director, it was a Zoom audition, and the director thought he was on mute, and he was like, and these people in these ugly in their shitty apartments, and the guy goes, yeah, well, that's what I got, and he's like, oh my, the director's like, oh my God, I am really sorry, and he is.
Wait, was it Lucas Gage?
Lucas Gage. It was. Yeah, I mean, how have you not seen this? It was everywhere a few weeks ago.
No, that is wild. Did he get the role?
I don't know if he got it, but the director was like, and these people in their shitty apartments, and he was like, well, it's what I got, and he was like, I'm so sorry, Lucas. I didn't mean. But mind you, it was not. It was like a nice apartment. I was like, that looks like what do you mean? Sure, it's not like.
Wait, can I take a look? Let me watch it. It's a minute long. Let me see what he's got.
These poor people live in these tiny apartments. Like, I'm looking at his, background, and he's got his TV and.
Yeah, mute it. I know it's a apartment. That's why give me this job so I can get a better one. All right. Ready?
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
No, it's totally. Listen, I'm living in a.
So sorry.
I'm living in a 4x4 box. It's fine. Just give me the job and we'll be fine.
I'm most.
Oh my God! Like,
can you imagine that crazy? And what was the crazy part is that in the longer video, the camera flashes to the director, and he's like this.
Shut the fuck up, Monet. Shut the fuck up. That is so embarrassing. I mean, I think we're all guilty of shit talking. That's the tea. We're all guilty of shit talking.
I don't shit talk.
Monet, shut the fuck up before I release some goddamn Donald Trump grab her by the pussy tapes of you. Okay? I'm not about to have you.
Anyone.
Oh my God, I can't.
I cannot recall a single time I shit talked anyone. Like literally not one time in my life.
Okay, anyway, like I was saying before, Monet went on her phony brigade, her phony charade she's on right now. It's not like people don't shit talk everyone, but like when you get caught doing it, that shit is me and, I mean, full disclosure, me and Mitch don't lean that close, girl, because that wig is not glued down. One time,
she's not glued down. I don't care. Listen, Bob, I tell you this all the time. I want my fans to see the real me. I don't give them this fake facade that you give them.
Monet, gluing your wigs down isn't fake.
That is fake.
Gluing your wig down is just gluing your wig. So wait, it's fake if you don't glue if you glue it down, it's fake. But if you just throw it on your head haphazardly, that's real.
That's real. That's what I give my fans. I give my fans the realness.
Okay, Monet, and I don't even know how to respond to that. Whatever
you did a music video about it, but clearly you didn't hold on to the realness.
You got me. I glue my wigs down. You caught me. You caught me. When I do drag, I glue my wigs. Everybody watch out. That's the truth. Monet's exposed me on this podcast. But anyway, so me and Mitch were once doing this thing, and we were like recording, and this one person would not stop talking, and they just kept going on and on, and they just, I mean, and we were in the group, and one of the people was like, I have a hard out in like 5 minutes, I cannot be here, and this other person just kept going on. So then I just text into the group text. I said, "This lady sure can talk," is what I said. But what happened was Mitch was screen sharing, and we were all looking at the screen, and then it popped up on the screen, and I'm talking about, I felt like I was mortified, but also she wouldn't stop talking. But all I said was, "This lady sure can talk." I didn't. That was the exact quote. Mitch can vouch for that. I didn't say anything dirty or shady, but in my defense, she wouldn't stop talking. It was insane. We'd be like, all right,
can you tell us a name?
Absolutely not. I'd be like, we only have like 3 minutes, so let's try to everyone keep it to just 3 minutes. And then I think like 10 minutes later, I just said, "Well, this lady sure can talk." And then someone else in the group had to be it. Well, no, this is what happened. So I said, "This lady sure can talk," and then me and Mitch were like laughing about that. And then someone else commented, "I'm just glad we all got a chance to speak," but me and Mitch didn't realize it's popping on the screen. And then someone else in the group was like, "Stop texting here."
Oh my God. Oh my God. Well, wait, did she see it? Do you know?
No, she never saw. She was looking down. And she never saw it.
Oh my God. That's so inappropriate, Bob.
But she wouldn't stop talking. It was insane. And it was either that or me being like, "Can you please? We need to move on." Like, this is wild. It was truly wild.
I mean, I've never been caught shit talking someone.
Well, you never done it.
Right, so I couldn't get caught. No, I've never been caught shit talking someone. I mean, not to my knowledge that I know I haven't caught shit talking someone.
But I mean, I would say this in terms of shit talking, I need to do this. I need to put my Facebook password into some sort of like a safe that will be released when I die. And whoever actually, let's make a deal between you and me. Whichever one of us dies first.
We did this on the podcast like 4 episodes ago.
Regardless, listen, whoever dies first needs to go back and delete our entire Facebook message thread, because it's very incriminating.
Bob, you and I on the podcast about death. We talked about this on the podcast about death, Roberta. Are you losing your mind,
Monet,
girl?
After over 100 episodes, please forgive me if I forgot.
Do we have 100? Oh my God, do we not? We didn't even do a celebratory 100th episode. Do we have that many?
I mean, I don't know if it is. I mean, we've been doing them. I don't know how many. We have
a
lot.
We're like 80. We're not 100. Oh my God, we need to find out. We need to have like a special 100th episode. I think our 100th episode should be with RuPaul. We should get him on the show.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's get him.
RuPaul did my talk show. RuPaul. I honestly.
I know. I remember.
I honest to God think RuPaul would do our show. You or I should, or both of us should message Theron. Be like, "Theron, this is Monet Exchange and Bob the Drag Queen, 2 of the fiercest queens from your motherfucking show. You need to do us a solid, as we have done for y'all many a time, and just get Ru to give us 10 minutes to talk."
I would say maybe go in with a little bit more of an attitude of like, "Hey, can you help us out?" Not being like, "Let me see what the fuck I've done for your bitch ass show." I would lead in with more like, "Hey, here's a request. Do you think you can help us with this?" Not Monet leading with, "Listen, nigga."
I mean, but honestly, I think that's what Ruby responded to sometimes. Sometimes Ru wants somebody to throw some niggas at him. So he can be like, "All right, nigga, I got you." Ru likes
if RuPaul listens to this episode, he's not doing the fucking show. Wait, speaking of shit talking, there was this moment that last night I watched all of season 1 of The Comeback. Have you seen the show with Lisa Kudrow?
No, I'm not.
I'm very late to the party. I think the show came out in 2004. I am very late to the party. Monet, this show is so fucking funny. And there's this scene in it, spoiler alert, but also it's fully 16 years later, but still, spoiler alert. There's this great scene where she's having the big overarching story of the season, that she's having this contentious relationship with the head writer and creator of the show. And she goes to bake them some cookies because they're working late. And then she goes to deliver the writers the cookies. And once she gets to the writer room, they're all making fun of her. Like everyone it's just everyone in the writer's room talking shit about her, making fun of her hair, making fun of her voice, calling her annoying. And she's just standing there with these cookies, like, like about to be like, thanks for the hard work. And they're all like, I'm Valerie Cherish. Ooh. And then one of the other writers was pretending to fuck her in the ass while she was like being annoying. And she's just looking at it. And that's how I remember thinking to myself, this feels just like when I told that lady she talks too much. You've honestly never been caught talking shit.
Tell us what her name rhymes with. Can you just give us something?
Her name rhymes with let's take a break. Her name rhymes with let's take a short break.
I just counted. We have 65 episodes right now.
We have 65. We are far.
Oh my god! Only 65. All
right, let's come back. All right, come back and tell us how many episodes we have Monday.
This has been so long. And we are back. Bob, we only had 65 episodes. Don't you? I feel like we have way more than that. Well, is Jacob counting the family meeting? There are like 7 or 8 of those.
Well, Monday wants to know if you're counting the family meetings.
I counted everything on Spotify. Went down the
everything on Spotify. Okay, in defense of that terribly low number, we only started doing weekly podcasts during quarantine. So that's what 42 podcasts a year. We've been doing this for over 2 years, and we have less than 84 podcasts.
Also, wait, not 42, bitch. That's that lovely Atlanta school education.
Oh,
52, baby.
52. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. 52 podcasts a week. Shut the fuck up.
So we've been doing the podcast for 3 years. 52 times 3. That's what? That's 166. We should have. That's 166 possible episodes. We have 65.
But we're getting better. We're getting better. We're working very hard, ladies and gentlemen.
So you did 15 podcasts your first year.
We did 15 podcasts in our first year.
18 your second year.
18 the second year. Oh my god.
And our last season, I believe it was like 26.
No, with anything. Well, there was also YouTube content. We made a lot of YouTube content that was exclusive to YouTube, that wasn't podcast form. But you know what? That's the past. Not 15 podcasts in a year. That's a little over one a month.
We were getting our feet wet. You were still in fucking Berkeley.
No, bitch, we were getting our toes wet. Not our feet.
No, bitch, we were getting our cuticles wet. All right.
No, we took our toenails off, put those in the pool, and came back.
Bob, Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays. Thank you so much. I'm not Christian. Please don't put that on me.
Do you remember a few years ago, like not a few years ago, like the early 2000s, that when Virgin Mobile was like Poppington, they had that really viral commercial, Happy Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Kutsu. You remember that?
Yeah, I do.
I used to say that a lot. I used to say Happy Christmas, Hanukkah, but it's too much. It's too many syllables.
Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa is not that hard. I say Happy Holidays. Let's talk about. Do you believe in the war on Christmas? You remember when Christians were mad at Starbucks for turning it to Happy Holidays? Because their cups used to say Merry Christmas, and then one year Starbucks made it Happy Holidays. They were like, it's the war on Christmas.
Girl, people who like blindly like wrap everything around religion and Christianity, they get so crazy. Well, I guess it wasn't necessarily just a war. It wasn't Christians. It was people who celebrate Christmas, because you don't have to be a Christian.
But yeah, but I think that specifically the Christians were the ones being like, they're attacking Christmas. Because I think secular people who celebrate Christmas are like, girl, whatever, it's Christmas. You're right. People who blindly wrap their minds around like Christmas, religion, iPhones, people who blindly wrap their minds around these kinds of things, it does boggle me. Why are you looking like that?
Your mic literally, because you went completely. I didn't hear anything. You cut off all. I didn't hear anything that you just said.
Did you hear me, Mitch? Thumbs up if you heard me. Mitch heard me. Anyway, but long story short, I am in support of saying Happy Holidays. I get it because not everyone celebrates Christmas.
Yeah,
and also like I'm not Jewish, or nor do I celebrate Kwanzaa, nor do I celebrate, any other thing besides Christmas, really. I do technically celebrate. I celebrate the holiday season, and I celebrate on the 25th. So yeah, I guess I do celebrate Christmas, but not with any religion. I do. It's a very secular Christmas for me.
Yeah. Do you used to go home every Christmas? You stopped doing that though.
No, I've been home every Christmas. I don't know if I'm going to go this year because of old Rona, but I go home. I go home pretty much every. It's like the one. Well, I used to go home every. Well, it's changed. I used to go home once a year on Mother's Day, and then once I started doing Drag Race, I started going home more frequently because I was traveling more and I wasn't working so many shows in the city. And I've been home for the past couple of Christmases. But I'll see if I'm going. Are you going? Do you go to Saint Lucia on Christmas?
You know it's not St. Lucia. So stop trying to play my country.
Oh, sorry. I don't want to upset the Queen's land. Mo, have you ever celebrated anything? Have you ever done anything that wasn't a Christmas celebration? Oh, wait, sorry. Let's go back to
yeah.
Let's go back to St. Lucia.
Thank you.
Again, I don't want to upset the Queen of St. Lucia.
Anyway, like I was saying, I've been to St.
Monet
Lucia
does not want to admit that the Queen is the Queen of St. Lucia. Will you give her dues?
So I have not. It's been a long time in my adult life. I've probably been to St. Lucia once for Christmas. I normally go in the summer because summer is like carnival going on. And it's like more stuff to do. But I went like 2 years ago. I went to celebrate Christmas in St. Lucia again, and I remember how much I miss it. First of all, St. Lucians. West Indians, period, they love, like, a fete. They love, like, if it's Thanksgiving, if it's Christmas, if it's Independence Day, whatever it is, they have all these parties and stuff, and Christmas is no different. There's, like, all these, like, Christmas parties and these crazy... Oh, my God. Also, I should get this wig... Look at how... This would be so cute as a short little bob. Look at that. Right?
No.
Oh.
The answer is no. Unless you got bangs... and you straighten the hair. But I do not like a wavy bob, personally. Unless you're talking about Renee Zellweger in Chicago. Her hair was really cute. As a wavy bob.
For someone who's named Bob, you don't wear bobs.
I mean, I have photo evidence of me wearing bobs here and there around town.
You used to wear that fucking perfect like kindergarten Queen's Gambit bob you used to wear all the time. I used to fucking hate that hair on you.
But which one? What color was it? Black?
It's the black. It's like a perfect little bowl on your head. I used to hate that wig.
I also used to have one in a white that I would wear, a little white bob. That
Yes.
I would wear. Oh, I need to get that white bob back. That white bob was popping and slopping.
No, you do not. You do not need to get that back. You need to let that go. Let it go.
I'm bringing it back.
Let it go.
Thank you, Monet.
Anyway.
You know what? Thank you for reminding me. I'm gonna get me Alexa, please order me a white bob. Bob Saget shows up.
I honestly wish that ordering on Amazon could be that easy. I wish I could say, "Hey Siri, order me Capizio tights." Order me but it's not.
You can.
And no, it's not that easy, girl.
See, you about to get Capizio shown at your apartment. There it is. And it's just that easy. Thanks, Amazon. Ding.
Bob, you and I should develop the next Amazon. We'll be multi-cajillionaires.
I actually had this idea, and I don't know how to do it, but so I was looking on Waze, and you can add your voice to Waze. Like, you can add your voice to it. So
my Waze is Whoopi.
But you can add your own voice. Like, it can be you saying certain things.
That's boring.
So I'm wondering, is there a way to sell your own? Waze should make a way to sell your own voice to people. We can make so much money if I just record it. If we recorded our voices, or if we did a whole drag queen package, you can get Bianca Del Rio going, "Turn left, cunt," or you can get Trixie going, "Oh, honey, turn left."
That would get so annoying, though.
To you. But I bet but a fan of, I think that, like, I'm sure that that's maybe because you know Whoopi and not Whoopi, because you know Trixie and you know Bianca. But I'm sure that if you ask Whoopi's kids, they'd be like, "I don't want my mama's voice. That's annoying. I want my mama telling me to turn left." Oh, I did have an idea. Yeah. I had an idea for, like, Black Ways. It would be a bitch like my mom, and it'd be talking to you, and she'd be like, "Well, your brother has graduated from high school. You should have turned left back there. Your brother should have graduated." You missed that turn. Well, your uncle's got a new job down at the church.
But yeah, so I haven't been to St. Lucia in a few Christmases, but I have been once in my adult life to go, and it's great. It's a good time.
Do they believe in Santa Claus in St. Lucia?
Yeah, I mean, I think Santa Claus is a universal world international thing. Every country, peoples believe in Santa Claus.
Well, we all see him. A lot of people see him differently. For example, okay, Santa Claus didn't become the image of Santa Claus that we know until Norman Rockwell painted him. Norman Rockwell, he paints the sad clowns. He's got the famous painting of him painting himself. Norman Rockwell basically created like a father Christmas character for Coca-Cola. And then that became the image we all know as Santa Claus, the big fat jolly guy with the beard and the cheeks. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So I think that like in Germany and some places, Saint Nicholas is maybe a little trim. But in America, he's this big fat jolly guy who's magical.
One of my favorite Christmas movies growing up, and I used to like love this fucking movie, was The Santa Claus. Do you remember The Santa Claus with Tim Allen?
Yeah. I mean, I've seen it a few times where he he inherits the throne of Santa Claus, and he grows the beard, and he keeps getting fat.
Yeah, it's so good.
I think that. I honestly think that Tim Allen probably made more money from these fucking Santa Claus movies than he made from Home Improvement. I mean, he is.
You think?
The Santa Claus movies are really big.
Yeah, they're big, but Bob, when you have a television show like Home Improvement, like King of Queens, like Frasier, Seinfeld, when it gets syndicated, it's on Nick at Night, it's on it's like, these people make money. What's the name? Leah Remini was doing an interview saying, like, people don't understand how much money I have made from King of Queens. Like
not bragging about how rich she is. Y'all niggas don't know. She shows her fucking nails. Y'all niggas don't know what the fuck I got in this piece.
Bitch, getting a motherfucking syndicated primetime show on ABC, NBC,
We're
CBS.
Here? Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know, honey.
That's the Coindadas, girl. Is Tim Allen, is he a Republican?
I don't fucking know. Probably. Is he rich and white? Probably. Fucking
no, Taylor Swift is rich and white. She's not a Republican, or maybe she just
and all the way to the fucking polls to fucking vote for. Also, it's kind of funny the idea that this guy who plays a socialist character like Santa Claus, who is, by the way, is full socialism, is damn near communism at this point. I mean, like it's literally going out and giving things away for free, and it's like, I don't want, but girl. The old guard of rich Hollywood elite, I mean, is going to phase out. I think that a lot of the young folks are interested in making sure we all take care of each other the way they do, by the way, in so many countries around the world.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Do you believe? When did you stop believing in Santa Claus, or did you ever believe in Santa Claus?
I did believe in Santa. I think I stopped believing in Santa like 8 years old-ish, because I remember like one Christmas I was like, because my mom was very, Santa brought you this, Santa did this, Santa. And I remember like I was like 8 years old, I'm like, this just doesn't make any sense. I'm like, how the fuck? I remember like having like the conscious thought, like, how the fuck did he get around to everybody who asked for stuff? And like I was like, I never wrote a letter. I was like, I'm not writing this nigga a letter. So I never wrote a letter. So I'm like, how did he know what I wanted? My mom would just be like,
well, he knows, he sees you when you're sleeping and he sees when you're awake, and he knows you've been bad or good. So be good for goodness sake. Like he knows.
Right. And I was like, that's just no. And I'm a pretty gullible person, but 8-year-old me was like, this is stupid. And also I remember seeing so many movies about Santa Claus, and he looked different in so many movies. I was like, no one fucking can get an accurate picture of what this motherfucker looks like. I was like, this shit ain't real. And then the next year, my mom was like, yes, we bought it for you, but you better take your ass to bed, or else Santa still ain't gonna bring it. I'm like, but you just told me he's not real, so what's the tea, girl?
Also, by the way, you basically just described Jesus. He looks different in every movie. It doesn't make sense. Like, I remember being a kid and being like, Mom, is Santa real? She'd go, no, he's not. Like, is Jesus? No, he's real.
Oh, really?
And I was like, but neither one of them makes sense. Excuse me. They don't make sense.
Did your mom tell you and Justin that Santa brought your gifts? And she was like, no, I bought these motherfucking gifts.
Oh, it was Santa. My mom did a thing where we had presents under the tree, and then you would go to sleep. And then I remember when I was a kid, I don't even know how my mom did this because we did not have money. But like, you go to sleep, and there'd be like 6 presents under the tree, and we would wake up, and they would be, I mean, overflow, like on the couch, falling.
Yes,
There were
crazy.
just so many toys. And I remember thinking to myself, like, it really felt so magical to wake up in the morning and see it. I'm like, the feeling of Christmas as a child is probably one of the most amazing, intense bouts of joy and happiness I think I've ever had in my life, to be honest. Like waking up on Christmas morning and seeing it pop off in the living room, it felt different. You literally feel like a different person waking up in your pajamas, running to go like see if the milk and cookies are gone. The cookies are gone. Justin, they're gone. He came.
We didn't do that. We didn't.
Well, your mother knew if she put the cookies down, they wouldn't stand a chance around. Your mom had to set up security footage on the cookies.
Well, I remember like thinking, I was like, because then I knew my mom was doing it. I was like, how and where did she hide all of this stuff? Because I would like look and I just don't know where she hid it. Like I would look in all the closets. I would look in her room, and I just don't know where they all were. It still boggles my mind where my mom. I'm gonna call. No, it's too late in her time. She probably I was like, I want to like, where did she keep all of these gifts? I'm gonna call my mom. I don't have a good mic. I can't do it. I'll do it next time on the podcast.
You know, it is wild, and I think my mom was getting help from my uncle. To like navigate this whole thing. But when I tell you, like, I'm like, some of my best memories are waking up and seeing my house overrun with gifts and like seeing the cookies disappearing, like having that bond with my brother where we would like be at the mall and try to be like, wait, is this the real Santa? And we would sit in his lap and we'd look at him and we would really be like inspecting every aspect of his face. And then we'd be like, Justin, that was the real one. And he'd be like, I think it was. And we were just like, I think we really saw the real Santa. This is so crazy. And we were just like so elated. I don't think I have any memories as an adult that were as exciting as Christmas as a child.
That's not true, Bob. Drag Race. You don't think any memories from Drag Race were as exciting as Christmas as a kid? Like when Kim and Naomi were sitting on that thing and you bust into tears. You weren't on the edge of your seat, like, oh my god, am I gonna get it? Is it gonna be?
No, that was exciting and it was fun, but it wasn't magical. And there was something like magical and beyond my understanding about Christmas that I was like, I literally don't even know how the fuck this happened. Because my mom was orchestrating all these things between. I just don't even know how I don't even know that I could pull that off as an adult.
I remember like the night before Christmas Eve, whatever, and then you don't want to go to sleep because you're so excited, and you're like, and even though your parents send you to bed, I remember being in my room like, I'm not going to bed. I'm gonna stay up the whole night, bitch. In like literally 2 minutes. Then you wake up the next morning like, oh, fuck, I fell asleep. Then you run and go.
I mean, being a kid is just like seeing the world through the lens of a child is really a gift. Like, I mean, they always say youth is wasted on the young, but basically discovering everything for the first time. Like everything you encounter until you've seen a lot of stuff. It's like, this is my first time seeing this. Or even your second or third time, you're like, if you're 8, you've only had 4 coherent Christmases. Right. You know what I mean? Yeah. And you're like, this is just the most magical, crazy, insane thing. And it's just also like just the mysticism. And I remember being a kid and like thinking, like, I remember being a kid and genuinely feeling like this kid, I think I told this on the podcast already, this kid at school named Lawrence, he was going to bring us these belts that his grandpa made that would turn us into X-Men. And I remember being like, I cannot believe I'm going to be an X-Men. Like, I'd be like, this is so crazy. Like, tomorrow, bitch, I'm about to fucking have superpowers. This is going to be insane. I would just be so excited about going to school the next day. And then, of course, Lawrence showed me like, oh, I forgot the belts. And I'd be like, it's okay. Just bring them tomorrow. And he did this for a whole school year. For a whole school year, Lawrence told me he was going to bring me these belts that would make us superheroes. One day I ran to his grandpa who made the belts, and his grandpa played along. He was like, yeah, we'll get the belts to you. But it made it more exciting and more. I mean, I never got the belts, but I was never truly disappointed because it was all about the excitement of eventually getting the belt.
Well, we need to get Lawrence on the podcast to see where your belt's at, because I want you to get your powers, because I have mine, and I think you should get yours.
Well, Lawrence ended up texting me like privately on Facebook and was like, "I'm gonna start doing drag, girl. Can you help me out?" And I was like,
"Would you guys?" He was like, "Hey, Bob,
I'd be like, run me my belt. I'd be like, run me my belt, and I'll help you do drag." Nigga,
can you imagine? He was like, he said to him, the random message, "Hey, Bob, so I finally got that belt for you. What's your address? I'll ship it to you." And Bob was like, "For real? You got the belt? I got the belt, Holiday. I got the belt."
Maybe I should reach out to Lawrence, but I just remember being like, I can't, like every day, there is something truly magical about being a child and being excited. And it's like, even like teenagers, like just like listening, when I used to work at the Jekyll and Hyde Club or being a drag race girl, when you walk into a room and a bunch of teenagers just scream because they're just like, "Oh my God, I cannot believe I'm seeing this thing." It's just, and I've certainly become an adult who is not easy to excite unless you're scaring me. It's funny. This is the weird thing. I scare easily, but not when someone tries to scare me. I only scare when someone like appears from around a corner or is sitting in a chair and I didn't realize they were there. That shit scares the shit out of me. But I, as an adult, I've certainly become a lot. I don't want to say jaded, but I probably smile less than most people.
We know. Were your family all about real or fake trees? We had a fake tree. Our tree was fake the house down. We didn't get no damn real trees. Also, they don't have real pine trees in St. Lucia. That's not a thing.
When I was young, we had fake trees, and then we went through a short phase where we were getting real trees. We would go, I think when I lived in Phoenix City, when I was living in Alabama, we would go to the tree farm and pick a tree, and they run it through this tube, and the tube makes it shaped like a cone, and it puts a net around it, and then you put it on your car, you drive it home, and then you fluff it out, and then you have just there's also sap. You don't realize this. You have to get this little thing at the bottom. It's like a red thing with like these that you like twist. Yeah. And you have to fill it with water, or else I don't know if you had to, but we filled ours with water, and then put the Christmas skirt around it. And that was our way of but there was like a lot of sap. It's kind of sticky.
That shit is too much.
I prefer doing a fake tree because you can just pack it up, put it in the closet, bust it out next year. Also, you can get much more creative. You can get bigger trees. You can get a massive fake tree for a lot less than a massive real tree. I mean, have you ever been to the Rockefeller tree?
No, the Rockefeller Christmas lighting? No,
not at the lighting, but have you ever seen the tree?
Oh yeah.
To those of you who don't know, it's huge. It is which I was thinking the other day, you realize for a tree to be that big, that motherfucker is old. So every year they're cutting down one old ass tree. Every year they're picking a tree that is over 100 years old and chopping it down, and it's done. It's a wrap. They don't replant it. It's a wrap for that tree.
So Mitch is telling us, guys, that something happened to the Rockefeller tree this year. I'm gonna try to pull it up. Although I'm in the UK, I don't know if it'll come on.
Apparently,
it's ticketed. You need tickets.
Yes, they've ticketed the tree. You can only see it for 5 minutes, and bitch,
it's fucking huge. How you can only see it for 5 minutes?
Well, it's not as big as the tree normally is. Normally, the tree, just so y'all know, normally the tree comes from Canada every year, and it's like this big ass tree that they like farm, and it's like every year they pick a tree that's like, this is going to be the Rockefeller tree. It's finally going to happen. And this is not a very pretty looking. It's a sad little
tree. That tree looks correct. That tree looks like Monet Exchange on season 10 of Drag Race. Sad.
To be honest, that tree is a perfect representation of this year. I wouldn't want a full tree. I want a tree that looked like it's gone through what I went through this year. I want a tree that looks like it went through the hardest election year we've ever been through. I want a tree that looked like it has fought off the pandemic. I want a tree that I want a visual representation of the year. So I think that is popping. I've seen the tree before. Again, for those who don't know, the tree, it comes from Canada. Each year, it is huge. Not each year, maybe not each year, but often it comes from Canada. They drive. It's like a whole ceremony. They drive it down. And people would go by to see I've seen it a few times. I've never ever been to a lighting because it's like New Year's Eve in Times Square. You do not go to New Year's Eve in Times Square. Like those people would be in there like y'all crazy as hell. Like who would do that?
Do you remember working gigs for New Year's Eve? Oh God. Anyway, but we'll probably do a New Year's Eve episode, so we'll talk about it then. But I have a
New Year's Eve gig this year. Why are you talking about working New Year's?
Oh yeah, I was supposed to do that gig, but I have 2 shows that day. I was like, "There's no way I can do this gig. No way. I'll be too."
I'm pretty excited about it. I used to do P House. They would have all the winners.
Oh my God! Rest in peace, Parliament House. Rest in peace,
Parliament House. But they used to hire all the winners for. I think actually season 7 was the last year they had all the winners together because it started to get a little expensive. So then they started just having a few of us. So then it was just me and Bianca. And then the next year was just me and Pep. And then didn't you do it the next time? No, you did the UK or something.
Yeah, I did the UK with, for Parliament House to have all the winners, 7 winners, that is crazy.
Yeah, they had all of the winners. And they had Chad too. So they had 8.
That's a lot of coins, girl.
Girl, there's a famous picture of all the winners together, and then one of them is really drunk. I can't remember who is really drunk, like falling over. It's like a messy ass picture. But I can't find it. But it's like a really popular picture of all the winners, and that was the last year. They're like, all right, we're done. It's a wrap on all the winners.
Well, you know what? Let's take a break, and I'm gonna let Bob tell me who that person was, and I'm gonna tell all of you because I love you, unlike Bob. Bob, who is it? Was it? Okay,
I genuinely don't remember. The picture's on the internet. I don't remember. We can show you all the picture.
It was probably Jinx or Bianca doesn't get sloppy fall over drunk. Probably
based
Jinx
off the picture, it looks like Sharon's on the floor.
Oh, Sharon, yes, of course.
And Raja looks great. And there's like one specific picture. Anyway, whatever. But I can't find the picture. But whatever. I bet, but it apparently was a wild night.
What are you doing for Christmas this year? Your first? Oh my God, it's gonna be your first not your first hot Christmas. You're from Atlanta, but this is gonna be.
Well, Atlanta Christmas aren't hot. Atlanta Christmas aren't hot. There's just no snow. It's like 40 degrees.
No, it's like 50.
Okay, one of us is from Atlanta and has done a lot of Atlanta Christmases. So, thank you.
Well, you're gonna have like a hot, like warm Christmas.
Well, I will say there's one year, I remember, I think it was 2005. It was so hot between Christmas and New Year's. I remember being outside with my friends playing football shirtless and being like, it is warm.
So is Atlanta hot or is it not hot? Because you just said it's hot. So which one is it, bitch?
Well, I said 2 things. I said one that was after Christmas and 2 that was Columbus. Why are you talking?
I was gonna say that I could
say what?
Have you spiral into this Columbus shit.
Well, you don't realize that I was born in Columbus, Georgia.
Oh no! But this is your first time having Christmas. Well, not your first time doing merch in 2 years, and you opted for a Christmas shirt. Why a Christmas shirt? You could have used that for anything.
I could use it again after. I just thought it was a really funny idea for Merry Xmas, and the X is my hand. Can we put the image on the screen, Mitch? I just thought it was a really funny idea for a shirt. And, you know, I stand by it. It is very funny. And maybe so people are like, can you just release just the picture on a shirt? And I was like, if y'all really want just a picture of me from a blurry picture of me from a live stream, then yes, I can do that. But I mean,
listen. Trixie could literally, she sells anything on a shirt. I feel like every other day Trixie has a shirt with something of Trixie on a goddamn shirt, and people use
well, she recently just posted that like her Christmas sweater sold out, and it was like, good luck if you got one, whores, which is like how she talks to her fans. It was literally like, good luck congratulations to the whores who able to purchase this shirt, and I was like, go off. I did not sell out of my shirt. So if you want to, actually, I don't know. Maybe I did. I don't think I did. I'm pretty sure I didn't.
You see, Bob, look at me promoting one of your things again. Look, woohoo! Look who had forgot to promote their shirt, and look who stepped in and get to promote it for them.
I did not forget. We haven't reached that part of the show yet, Monet.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Monet. I appreciate it. It's very kind of you.
Are you looking to start any LA Christmas traditions?
I don't really do traditions, to be honest.
Why?
Wait, hold on. We just did a break. Oh yeah. What? I just never been a traditional
Bob, you
person.
love traditions. You started the tradition of just Friendsgiving at your house every Thanksgiving. It's for 3 years.
Okay, you're calling it a tradition. I was doing it, but it wasn't like the annual Friendsgiving.
It was, though. It was 3 years in a row. That's literally the third annual Friendsgiving at Bob's house. So what
okay, you're calling it that. I was just inviting people over on Thanksgiving because I was like, I guess that is how traditions start. But it only lasted 3 years, and I moved to LA. So what's good?
Oh my god! If you have another one next year with your little LA friends, girl, maybe shut my mouth.
You're invited. What you gonna do?
I don't want to come.
Well then, I invited you one day. Now you're being nasty for no reason. Such a nasty woman. Such a nasty.
Do you know Carol of the Bells? Did you sing that in school? Hark of the bells, sweet silver bells, all to the says, oh, look at you!
I did not sing Carol of the Bells, but I do know the song.
I discovered Carol of the Bells in Home Alone. Home Alone was one of another Christmas movie I loved as a kid growing up. I think every kid did from our time, and at least anyway.
I have a controversial statement.
What?
Christmas, Please Come Home, in parentheses, is better than All I Want for Christmas Is You. Please come home. Babe, you know that one? You're there singing Deck the Halls, but it's not like Christmas at all. Oh, that is I was listening to it today. I was like, damn, this really is a bop.
A new good one is the Kelly Clarkson one. Kelly Clarkson's her Christmas song, that famous one. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Nar.
Kelly Clarkson has like a famous Christmas song.
Do you remember this? I want $1,200. 5 months free rent.
It's a great song.
You don't know 5 months free rent. You don't know that song?
No. Underneath the Tree, Kelly Clarkson. It is the new Christmas song. It's so good.
I still can't believe you don't know the 12 Hood Days of Christmas. That is crazy.
No, that's some South Decatur Southern mess.
No, this is everyone knows this song.
No.
Everyone knows Monet. What you gonna get her for Christmas? Said what you gonna get her at? Yeah. What you gonna get her for Christmas? I said what you gonna get that boy?
That is so country and like Atlanta. That is literally in the North. We would never, honey.
Okay, sure, Jan. That song is amazing. I want you to listen to the things you're getting. It's really great. Just for a second.
That
is a bop. It's a classic. It's a classic.
As you start to mature and you start to revel in your blackness more.
Excuse you. Mature.
What?
Excuse you. I said mature. Excuse you. Wow. Shade.
Do you ever see Kwanzaa becoming like a part of your holiday traditions?
I tried it and I don't think it's for me. I've more power to people who do Kwanzaa. I mean, I barely celebrate Christmas because for me, the reason why I celebrate Christmas is because it is minimal effort. It's one day.
Honestly,
I don't have to there's no candles. There's no memorizing. There's no. I did a Passover once, and it is a lot of stuff you have to say and remember and do. And Christmas doesn't really ask anything of you. You just give out gifts and you're done. There's no colors you have to wear, no candles, no. It's just Christmas is the easiest one. A secular Christmas. I want to reiterate that. A secular Christmas is just the easiest thing for me to celebrate.
Do you know the 7 principles of Kwanzaa?
Umoja, and some of the stuff. I don't. The answer is no, I don't.
Umoja, Nia, Imani, Kujujakalela.
You're just naming your cousins at this point. You're literally just naming your cousins.
That is so rude. No. Umoja, Kujujakalela, Imani, Nia,
Okay, I'll name them. Okay, they are Umoja, Kujujakalea, Ujima, Ujama, Nia, Kumba, Imani.
Yeah.
And what that boils down to is self-determination, collective work, cooperative economics, purpose, creativity, and faith.
Purpose and creativity, yeah.
That's all very lovely.
And honestly, Kwanzaa sounds like the principles and everything, like what it stands for is really great. But what I understand is that a lot of the gifts are supposed to be like made or like things from the earth and stuff like that, as opposed to like PS5s and wigs and jewelry. It's about like making gifts and like giving things from the earth, from like the world.
Yeah, I'm not knocking Kwanzaa or Hanukkah or a Christian Christmas at all. I just don't do them. I do it. I've been doing a secular Christmas my whole life.
One of my favorite Sabrina the Teenage Witch episodes, and not the new Sabrina, not the Grimm's, like the old 90s, 2000 Sabrina, was when she erases Christmas, and it's such a good episode. Were you a Sabrina watcher? I used to love Sabrina.
I mean, yeah, but for some reason I used to mix up Sabrina with Clarissa Explains It All. I don't know what it was, but those shows just kind of became one in my head. It's really weird.
Are you
like
joking?
in my head?
Actress.
Is it really? Is it Melissa?
Yes.
Does Melissa Joan Hart do both of those?
Yes.
Oh, well, that's why. Yeah, I'd be like, I would think to myself, she went upstairs with this cat, and then once she went upstairs, the ladder would land, and then the guy would come upstairs, and then her sister, then her aunts were witches. It all became one show.
Oh my god! Honestly, the best part of the old Sabrina was Hilda. Hilda was so fucking funny. Caroline Ray.
Wait, tell me you know about the story when Free met Caroline Ray.
Yes, I did hear the story before.
So to the fans who have not heard it, Free is a friend of ours who's a little grumpy. Everyone who knows Free knows that Free's Eeyore. Free's kind of like sad and a little grumpy, but also a great person to be around and really fun.
And a great seamstress. He got so good at sewing so fast.
Yeah, really great, really great.
Yeah.
So he would do this thing where Caroline Ray was like, oh my, he saw her, I was like, you're Caroline Ray. And then she goes, hi, how are you? And no, she goes, hi. He goes, you're Caroline Ray. She goes, yeah, my name is Caroline Ray. And he goes, I just told you that. I know. and then Caroline Ray was like, oh, do you want a picture? And he was like, sure. So she goes, well, grab your phone. Let's take a picture. Then they took this picture, which is like, it is like cropped. We can get the picture here. It's cropped so poorly because I don't think Free cared about taking the picture. And then what made it even funnier was that Mateo drew the picture.
Oh my god, Mateo is so ridiculous.
It was really a brilliant moment, but like that was a great moment of Free meeting Caroline Ray. It was Pride. It was on Pride too.
I do hate when people when you're out and then like someone would be like, oh, this is Monet, and the person's like, oh my god, I love her, and then the person who says it's Monet will be like, do you want to take a like? They'll say to the person, do you want to take a picture? So then the person feels obligated to be like, yeah. I'm like, what if the person did?
Oh, you mean the person you're with?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, don't be offering up my pictures because then they'd be like, I mean, I didn't really want. No, I didn't want one.
right.
I'd be like, if they want a picture, they'll ask.
Exactly.
That's just annoying. That shit is annoying as hell.
Do you want a picture? The person's like, yeah. I'm like, don't.
I'm actually running late, but if it would help Monet's ego, then I'll take a picture. Will she be sad if I say no? Is she a sad person, typically speaking? Okay, I'll do it.
I hate that. Hate that.
Okay, I think I've told this on the podcast before, and I know it's probably our last story. You have to go, but me and Monet went to go see Hello Dolly. I bought the wrong tickets. Sue me. But me and Monet were leaving the theater, and then someone said, "Oh my God, are you Monet Exchange?" And then Monet Exchange said, "Oh no, I get that a lot." And they were like, "Wait, are you Bob the drag queen?" And I was like, "Yes." And they were like, "But that's not Monet." And I was like, "Well, apparently not."
Oh my God, really quick. Someone today, Patty and I were out in the street doing whatever, and this boy and this girl, they're walking past us, and then Patty and I continue our business, and they come back, and she goes, "Oh my God, you're Monet?" And I was like, "No, I'm not." She was like, "But you look just like her." I was like, "I get that often." I was like, "But I'm not Monet." She's like, "Okay, well, have a good night." And then, bitch, I came back home checking she sent me a DM, and she was like, "You lied to me."
I mean, that is shady, Monet. That's very shady. It's a lie.
It's outside. It was cold, and we were in a rush, and then you know what I mean. But I'll see.
I will say again, the only time I say no to pictures is if I'm at a nightclub and I've already done a gig and a meet and greet there, because it seems shady to the promoter to be giving out free pictures. And also, if it's early at the airport, I'm going to say no. If it's like 6 a.m. at the airport, no.
I wouldn't say no to that. It's all situational. Sometimes it is what it is.
I mean, I haven't been in any other. There are probably some other situations where I would say no, but typically speaking, I'm usually like sure, and then I do this. Sometimes, and the worst when they go,
Bob, do not pretend like you be smiling. You do not be smiling.
I didn't just smile. I did this. I don't know what
That's
smile
like
you saw.
You don't even give a smirk.
No, I do every picture. Can't take a picture? I go sure. And they always go. Then sometimes they go, "Can you smile?" And I'm like, "You get the pic. You get what you get."
I'm telling you to smile.
They say it's like, "Can you smile?" I'm like, "You get what you get." Anyway, Monet, good luck out in the streets. People know who you are now. If anyone's listening to this podcast, Monet is in London. That is her. If you want to know if it's Monet, look at the hand tattoos. Look at the hand tattoos. That will confirm.
Oh my God! And I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get a bob like this, cut short like this, in blue, and send to you. And human hair. So
we're human. Well, happy holidays, everyone. Monet, I love you very much. And oh my God, are you gonna be in the UK for Christmas?
Bitch, I'm here for literally the rest of my life. Apparently, I'm here for Thanksgiving, Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, New Year's. I'm here for Boxing Day. I'm here for Martin Luther King Day. I live here. I've moved.
Which are all holidays they don't celebrate in the UK.
Boxing Day they do. They do Boxing
Day. No, that's Canada, but I love you. All right, bye, Mona.
No, Boxing Day is in the UK, baby.
I think it's Canadian, Mom.
I'm telling you it's not. It's a UK thing. Oh my God, let's fucking bet on it.
Let's get a fact checker. Monet, you already owe me thousands of dollars from our bets.
Well, this $5,000 was going to erase that, because I know I'm right.
Boxing Day is originated in the United Kingdom.
But
Thank you so much.
But do they celebrate it in Canada?
Boom!
Well, they celebrate it in Canada, is all I'm saying.
All right. Well, you have a happy holidays. To all of you guys out there, happy holidays. And be nice to people. If you have an spare extra $1 or $2, give it to someone who needs it. Like, just be nice.
Also, remember, you can give other things in money. You can give time. You can give resources. You can give experience. All right. Wow. Jacob doesn't want us to promote charity. Jacob's telling us to wrap it up. So if you can't donate or give charity, it's because Jacob doesn't want you to. All right. Bye, everyone.